My conditions to be bullish and or full bulltard have not been met with Ethereum, Cardano, and Bitcoin and the overall market. So this video, we're going to cover why that is and at what levels I will change my mind and change my overall direction. So stick around by the end of the video and you're going to have exact targets on when to do that. And before we get going here, if I could ask my returning viewers to go ahead, stop, drop, do what that sign says, if I can get my fat face out of the way. Taking a quick second right now to hit like is going to greatly help me continue producing content for you. And returning viewers who aren't subbed, the analytics here on YouTube say that you're watching my videos just as long. So if you are watching videos, several minutes, 10 minutes deep, all that kind of stuff, you're not subbed, go ahead and take a quick second to sub and hit the bell, and we'll get moving forward here. So, and new viewers, this is what this channel is about. I supplement the crypto information that you're getting in terms of news and project fundamentals, and I'm helping you understand what the heck you're doing when you're clicking around with your money, so you have an understanding of, do I have a statistical edge or not? So that's what this channel does for you. So with that said, let's jump in. All right, so I am going to upload a snippet of the video that I recorded while I was on a VIP voice and live chat. Where VIPs in the community come and, we can be face-to-face on video and chat live to each other as opposed to typing in a live show and all that stuff. I right during this wick down here, I said, hey, this is the middle line. You typically get support the first try. And when it wicked, I said, that's where you would want a long. And it worked out just fine. So, and I would probably upload that snippet here next week, but I'm running out of time. Got a soccer game to go to, a 9-year-old soccer game. So right now, Bitcoin is technically in the neutral leaning bullish. All right. So what we have here are these lines for newer folks here. I have 5 lines here. The top and bottom are the top and bottom of the range. This area here is a fake out of a move above the range. This was totally a fake out, right? Done purposely. That's why it dumped right after the fake out. So this was coordinated. But you got to look out for that kind of stuff anyway. Set and stops. So top and bottom here. Middle is the point of control. These 2 lines in the middle are just, so this is mid-upper resistance. So when price gets up to here, it often acts as resistance if price is coming from below. So it's mid-upper resistance. The top of it is resistance. This is resistance and support depending on from which direction price comes. So if price is coming from here down to here, you want this to act as support. However, a lot of times when price is coming up from below, it acts as resistance once, comes back, checks this line, or it comes up, acts as resistance, and then consolidates under before busting up to the next one, right? Often how, so the point of control could be both. This you want to act as support, and this you always want to act as support. So that's how you play these lines. And so if things are coming down using this potentially as one bounce as support, you usually want to long that. This is a perfect setup because if price can bounce off of this in any range, in any type of range, just making these 5 lines, you very often visit the top end. Within a relatively, a decent time frame. So that's what these lines are, and I have them marked off if you want to do that too. So you might want to take the time, mark these off on your chart. I also have this posted on Twitter, so within my community, I'm posting more and other specific things as well, but I at least can give you guys these 5 levels, and if you want more, you can go to the community, but I also do have this exact thing posted on Twitter if you want to check that out. So that's what we have going on here. These levels are why I am still neutral. No bulltard hat. We have not broken above this. Okay, or Bitcoin price has not broken above 50,585. Now, if I'm looking at a 1-hour chart, if Bitcoin just comes up here and goes, wee, am I going to be bullish? No. I want a daily closure above here. Okay, and then I'm only half bulltard. I'm only 50% bulltard. Why is that? Because I want a daily closure above this local highs daily closure, and this line should be up higher. That might have been my weekly close, actually. So anywhere between these lines, so between 50,855 and the closing of these daily candles, you could have a fake out, okay? Because Bitcoin price is subject to algorithms and smart bots trying to trick and bait other bots so they can take on other positions and dump. That's exactly what this was. Okay, this was all a nice setup. Hitting market buy past here and with the exact plans, the same algos or hedge funds, whoever's doing this, the same entities market buying past here were the same ones that already knew they were going to sell here. That's exactly what this was. So, and I don't know names to do that, but that's a very common play. So you could have that again. But once you close the daily above here, if somebody or an entity or a cartel or whoever, a coordinated group wanted to do this, they would be exposing themselves to too much risk because too many market buyers would step in from other places, whether that's retail or just whales that aren't a part of some, hedge fund. People will start buying if a daily closes above here, and their risk to try to dump the market would be way too high. So their risk reward calculations would probably say don't try to make a fake out above here. So the risk of a fake out drops substantially. So if Bitcoin can close a day above 52,712, I would be full bulltard. And here at this line, one daily closure above 50,585, I am half bulltard, and that's it. So if I'm under here, I am still neutral, but maybe leaning a tiny bit bullish. So I would be buying some alts that look like they're ready to pop, but I'd be setting my stops, right under it within a decent degree, maybe 8% under, because you don't want to do it too close in altcoins because they're too swingy. And these are the things I would be playing, but I would still be on the defense and I would still be taking profits regularly. Okay. So once Bitcoin can close a day above here and the market really starts racing, all right, well, maybe try to stretch out your profit taking zones, go for larger profit taking areas. But right now, even your profit taking needs to be defensive. You need to be taking your money frequently back into a stable coin or something, because this market could turn around. This is still neutral. Okay. So that's what that means. Now, if you're just somebody who DCAs and never sells, well, this isn't important to you. you honestly, if you're a DCA, you want price to go down technically, so you want to buy more low, right? So that's what we got here. Now, Ethereum, I'm not going to look at Cardano. Cardano's it has passed the baton to Ethereum, and Ethereum has passed the baton to Bitcoin. So I'm just going to look between Bitcoin and Ethereum today. But what we have going on with Ethereum, it's not quite as good. So you can see here the daily chart yesterday closed below the daily 10 EMA, which is this red line. So let me take off price. You see the red and yellow line? Yes. Okay, it closed below this line. That's not horrible, but it's good to close above, and it didn't get that good, right? So there's no good here. It's not horrible, and you close below the daily 21. Bitcoin, on the other hand, if we flip back, closed above both. So if you stretch this out, watch. It's above both those lines. See that closure? It's above the yellow and above the red. So this is what I kept saying on all my other Bitcoin videos. If you've been watching my videos for a while, these three assets have to sort themselves out. Bitcoin has to catch up with them, and I provided three very specific ways that can happen. And slowly but surely, one of those three ways is happening. Okay? Cardano is making sideways down, Ethereum's making sideways movement, and Bitcoin's going up. And it's slowly catching up. And it's all the way caught up on a 2-day chart basis, but it's not caught up on the weekly. What do I mean by that, Tim? Or what do you mean by that, Tim? Well, on a weekly basis, and Bitcoin's not caught up on an all-time high basis either, right? Because Bitcoin hasn't passed all-time highs, neither has Ethereum, only Cardano has. But Ethereum has gotten so close as to be 8% away from all-time highs, and Bitcoin hasn't. Bitcoin has to catch up in terms of being 8% away from its all-time high, 64K, and on a weekly basis, it has yet to be, to have this high of a posturing just 3 weeks ago above its 10 EMA. It hasn't even gotten close to being 32% above its EMA. Now, currently, are they about the same? Let's see. They actually might be sorted out on the weekly chart. So current price is 10.5% above the 10 EMA. Actually, you know what? Bitcoin might be on par. It's very close. Bitcoin has caught up to Ethereum on the weekly chart too. I didn't realize that has happened. That's good. That's recent. Okay. So really, Bitcoin only needs to catch up in terms of its all-time high now. So it's got one level to go, and it might happen sooner than what we think, but you got to stay neutral. So this is what I'm looking for. So Bitcoin right now is 35% away from its all-time high. Ethereum is 27. So Bitcoin's done a lot of work here as Ethereum's gone sideways-ish. Ethereum's gone down and sideways. It's caught up even on the weekly chart. I am actually impressed that happened so fast. So now Bitcoin only needs to sort itself out versus Ethereum and Bitcoin, or with Bitcoin and with Ethereum and Cardano versus the all-time high. So Bitcoin is now caught up on the daily. It's caught up on the 2-day chart. It's caught up on the weekly chart in terms of EMA structuring and posturing. Now it only needs to catch up versus each of their all-time highs. Bitcoin is a little bit behind. So what you're probably going to see here is Bitcoin's probably going to get within a certain range of its all-time high. I would guess maybe somewhere close to these candle closings, 11.7%. So let me go to the week. I bet one of these weeks coming up is going to get within 11.7% of here. So a weekly close, that would be just under this line. Darn it. So I anticipate within the next 5 weeks, Bitcoin will close a week above 57K because it's sorting itself out, or around 57K. Could be, 57K or so. And I would still assume that Ethereum is not raging. Maybe Ethereum's a little higher, and it might even broke all-time highs, but it's probably not going to do something massive like go up to 5K yet. I don't think that's going to happen until Bitcoin can also pass all-time highs. So they still have some sorting out to do, which means Bitcoin, over the next few weeks, probably needs, on average, to move at a faster percentage than Ethereum. Or Ethereum can move at the same pace, break all-time highs, come down, then consolidate as Bitcoin keeps going up, right? So one of those things got to happen. But I'm telling you, they need to sort themselves out. Now, what does that mean for Cardano? I really think Cardano is going to keep going down and sideways. It's going to sort itself out. And guess where it is right now? Back at its all-time high. Where is Ethereum almost right now? Right at its all-time high. So Ethereum and Cardano are sorted out. Bitcoin just needs to catch up, and then the market can move. I really don't think the market's going to move until these three are postured similarly versus the daily, the weekly EMAs, and their all-time high. But they're getting really close. And remember, I said this before even Cardano started correcting, right? I'm the only person on YouTube saying this. There's not a single other person saying they need to sort themselves out, and it's exactly what's happening, right? So you can't find this information anywhere else unless YouTubers see this and they also start saying it, which is kind of likely, but that's fine. It's good information for more viewers. Honestly, I that doesn't bother me at all, because sometimes, I take ideas from other places as well. So that's just what you do, and you share the best information that you have in your brain to your viewers, and that's what you're supposed to do. Sometimes though, when I get something very specific, like this was the biggest liquidation, I try to quote my sources. But other than that, that's what we got. I think Bitcoin is the place to be right now. I think it has the baton. I think it's the market leader right now. And I believe all eyes really in terms of, hey, how defensive should I be with my other altcoin plays, this and that. I think your eye should be on specifically Bitcoin for all of these reasons. And right here, if you haven't, written down these levels or made these on your chart, this is what you need to be doing, right? And so the cases to be bullish. What about the cases to be bearish? And then we're going to wrap up. If Bitcoin trickles back down here, you probably have to, even on like a 2-hour chart, if you see Bitcoin, so I'm going to give you 3 levels. If Bitcoin closes a 2-day candle under the 21 EMA, so you'd have to go to the 2-day chart, okay? Or no, let's just say a 2-day candle. Let's just say a 2-day candle under 46.7. If you see a 2-day candle close under 46.7, you need to put your guard up. Not bearish yet, you're still neutral, but leaning bearish. And you might want to, if you have any altcoins that you're in, that you've recently gotten into, you've been in a profit, you might want to start taking profits, or looking to take profits then, or being more defensive, holding a little bit more tether. That's the guard up number 1. Guard up number 2 is Bitcoin price closes, really anything, even wicks below 44.6. That is, you need to get your guard up and start jabbing. You need to start getting more aggressive. And then the third step is the same level, 44.7, but as if even on a 2-hour chart, if you see Bitcoin having trouble getting above here and using this as resistance, this line, that's when you start really going all out fighting and defending yourself. Those are the 3 levels that you need to know in terms of defensiveness, and now you have the 3 levels in terms of when you go half bulltard, full bulltard, all that kind of stuff, and flip from being neutral to neutral leaning bullish, and also neutral leaning bullish to half bulltard to full bulltard. That's what you got. Go get it. Be safe out there. Don't over leverage yourself. And honestly, you know, as altcoin season is approaching, I really recommend stay away from leverage because there's going to be another wipeout soon. I'm telling you. The leverage ratio, if you want to see it, is getting too hot again, and something's going to happen. It could be to the upside. It doesn't have to go down, right? Let me see here if I can do this quickly. I'll probably have to re-sign in, so I can't do that. Oh well. Yeah, I didn't have that chart ready. I apologize. But the leverage ratio is getting to the point where there's going to be a washout of some sort. It could be a short squeeze where price really goes up. But if it's a short squeeze, guess what? That could be your fake out. Then things dump right back down in here and then consolidate under here. You might have a big fast move up that doesn't stick, and then it'd probably come back and rest on this line. It'd be better if it did that than came and rested on this line, but it'd probably come all the way back to this line if you have a washout of shorts, if people are shorting right now. But honestly, I really don't know what's going to happen. It could be a washout straight down to here in 2 hours, then straight back up to here. I mean, all within a day. You could have a really, really nasty day. And so you get both types of positions out. You knock out your longs, you knock out your shorts, and the leverage ratio really stays, you know, by staying in the range, you just need hyper volatility within a small range, and you can knock out a bunch of leverage positions like that. So, or you can just go straight down, break the range to get, you know, to wipe out a lot of positions, or you could go straight up to wash out a bunch of shorts. Something of that effect is going to happen soon before this resolves itself too. It's going to happen. Okay, so this move right here, yeah, it washed out a lot of longs, absolutely, this big drop, but it wasn't enough, and I'm telling you, it's going to happen again. So this is why I'm informing you when to be full bulltard, when to be defensive, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen, all right? So if you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and make sure that you you've hit like and leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, or if you just want to help the algo and say you suck LOL, or you suck, actually you do really suck, whatever you want to do, confuse the hell out of people landing on this channel. Sorry for that noise. You can do that as well. I kind of like those comments a lot. For all of you who have the huevos to do that, it's fun. I do enjoy those comments. And if you're new, you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit subscribe, click that bell so you can stay in the know, so you know what the heck you're doing when you're clicking around with your money, as opposed to just watching YouTubers getting you bullish on stuff and not giving you information on when to click around. So see you later.